missed free throws. They don't count. So if you look at the number of shots they missed, 30, and they got 16, that means we got 14 offensive rebounds. So it was even a bigger beat down than what you actually thought it was. But they were just better than us today, right from the jump, and so much more athletic and quicker and more competitive. And we got what we deserved.
Was the effort what you'd hope to see?
From us?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was horrendous. But not everybody. I think there's some guys that are, you know, were committed to play, but you could tell at the start of the game that they were quicker and everything. I've said this many times, and I'm not saying, I'm not downplaying our team, because I like our talent level and I like our guys and all these things. But if we're not turned up, we're slow. I mean, we're really slow. And you could look at them out there, and you could make a case that they had 5 guys, a guy at each position that was more athletic than us to start the game, and because there's not as much energy. But you know, the second half they didn't look that way. But we waited too long to actually, you know, start really trying and competing.
Even in your close conference games, you've generally gotten off to a good start, and then sort of let the lead evaporate. Today, obviously that wasn't the case. Did you have any sense? They mentioned that after the warm-up, somebody had mentioned to them the warm-up wasn't very good. Did you have a sense that they weren't ready to go?
No, I really didn't. But it doesn't surprise me, because you know there's Svi and there's Devontae. Svi and Devontae, and those guys are. I mean, Devontae hadn't practiced since the K-State game because his knee. I mean, he went some yesterday. Didn't practice 3 days prior to that, and so, you know, I'm thinking there's no way. Maybe we can get 20 or 30 minutes out of him. We can't take him out, but you know, Svi didn't play very well today, and he's been so good. But you know, those guys they give their heart and soul to it every game. If everybody else was committed like those guys, then I think we would perform a little bit better. But certainly, I had no indication that would be the case.
Bill, what's your biggest concern defensively?
Rebounding. You know, our first shot defense isn't awful. You know, we made some bad mental mistakes, helping off wrong guys and some poor rotations, but you can correct that. But the thing that worries me is the competitiveness on the glass. I mean, we're going to play small. That's going to remain constant. We're going to play small, and certainly, you know, you got to be scrappy and compete. And we had some guys at the top of the key watching when everybody else is in there trying to get a rebound or whatnot, and that's what's disappointing is a couple of guys. You know, our 2 best rebounders were the worst today. You know, Doak and Lagerald. They were actually no factors on the glass and didn't do anything to help us rebound the ball, and then we had some bad missed blockouts, and then we had some guys just getting whipped. But you know, when you play against guys that are a little bigger and more athletic, you're going to get whipped some. So you got to be turned up every possession. So you hope it's not 6 out of 10. You hope it's 2 out of 10, and we didn't do that.
You mentioned Lagerald. Could you identify what's exactly going wrong with him right now? Why he's in this zone?
I have no idea.
You said a couple weeks ago about how
do you get out of it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Worry about the right things, maybe. Maybe worry about defending and rebounding and doing little things that add up to teams winning and that kind of stuff.
a couple weeks ago you said there are going to be more games like this, the close calls down the wire, that kind of thing. Are you surprised that continue? I know you expected it, but are you surprised that your guys didn't take that as a challenge and, hey, let's not have games like this? Let's not.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm not surprised at that at all. We could take it as a challenge and still, they could be close games, you know. But no, I'm not surprised by that at all.
What do you think of the job Mike's done with this team, though, season?
I thought I've said this all along: poised, fast, athletic, tougher. That's one thing about it. When you force them to play the way they play, up the line, always denying, all that stuff, that may mess teams up some, but that's not what the purpose is. The purpose is to make your guys tougher and harder and faster and to be alert and that kind of, that's what the purpose of that. It's not to say, I'm going to do this against this team so we take them out of offense. That's not it. You do it against that team, and the end result may be taken out of offense, but the mindset is, this is who we are, this is how we play. And so you got to give him a lot of credit for that, because they play tough. They play very tough.
You mentioned the fact that they played out so high and the opportunities might be did that a reasonable amount, got some dunks off it and everything. Did you feel like you did it enough?
I felt like we probably did it enough, but we didn't execute it. Like we had a couple of missed layups and stuff like that that you need to get down, stuff like that. But you know, to have 11 turnovers against the pressure when we started out so poorly, that's not awful. That's not awful. But the 11 turnovers aren't really the story. It's the poor decisions or shot selections that also add to that I think was a little bit more the story.
The last turnover from Speed, was that just a miscommunication?
No, it's just a bad play. I mean, it's a bad play. You know, he's just trying too hard. And was he open for a second? Yeah, but the pass had no chance to get through. So that was just a bad play.
The defensive rebounding also hurts your great fast breaking team.
Oh, yeah, we
You
can't-
only had 6 fast break points today, which obviously didn't have any opportunity.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know that we're a great fast breaking team, but we're pretty darn good. We're well above average, I would say, and we didn't get many opportunities in large part because you can't run if you can't secure, and we didn't do that very well at all.
How much of this game was not the best defense for you guys versus really good offense?
I think it was I don't know that our defense was awful. I think our first shot defense was actually decent. You know, you stop and think about all the points they scored off of off of turnovers, which they didn't score a ton off of turnovers to lead to layups, but they probably got 6 points that way. And then the defensive board play 26, but it was 22 at halftime, so we really improved. So but you're talking about 33 points or whatever that basically they just out-hustled us on those, at least in my opinion, out-fought us on those possessions. So, but as far as their half-court offense, I thought that they did a great job. I thought they worked the clock. I thought they scored at the end of the clock. I thought they made timely shots. They made a lot of big shots today. So I thought they executed very well. And I'm not on their staff, but I would think that their staff would probably feel the same way.
How do you think Coach Boynson's doing in his first season as a head coach?
That's the same question that was just asked, but I think he's doing a terrific job. You know, they're poised and they play hard and they're tough.
Coach, you said December. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and the journey and all that. But how do you see this team responding just to the ups and the downs and being able to handle it all?
I thought we responded great to OU. I thought we responded great to Texas Tech. I'm not sure how we're going to respond to this one. But I love our team. I love our guys. But this is not there's not much margin for error out there. And when one guy doesn't bring it or one guy has some mental lapses or whatever, it's magnified more with us because you can't really take anybody out much. People talked. We had a 1-game lead in the league, which that's obviously gone. But it's not even a 1-game lead. It's hey, we could lose 4 in a row in this league, or you can win 4 in a row. I mean, it's been proven by other teams. It's the league is so good, and if you just don't bring it at all, and the other team plays well, you're going to get beat. And certainly that's been the case with us. When we played well, we win. When we don't play well, we don't. So, getting the game to 5 late. I think we had it to. I could be wrong. I think didn't they miss the last front end? I can't remember, but didn't we have it to 5 with the ball?
Yeah.
And so I mean, to think that we had a chance to be in that game if we scored is pretty amazing to me, because I thought we got whipped in pretty much every facet.
Rebounding concerns have kind of been there all year long. I know you want to get better, but what do you kind of view this team's ceiling at in terms of rebounding? How good can you be rebounding the ball if you guys are doing all the right things?
Here, I would answer it this way. Like, Doak shot his free throws good today. All right? He's 4 for 7. What's that? I may be wrong. What is that? 57%, something like that. So is that 57? So that's good, because we know he's not an 80% free throw shooter. If Devontae goes 4 for 7, it's bad. I'd say the same thing. If we can get 50% of the rebounds, that would be a great step in the right direction for this team. And right now, we're not. Right now, we're obviously probably getting about 43 or 44% of the rebounds.
How How was Devontae's knee?
He said it didn't bother him, but he wouldn't tell me anyway. But he said it didn't. It's just a bruise, just a bone bruise. But he said he was fine.
What about the reunion? Has it been a distraction at all?
No. The reunion's great. You know, it's. I'm disappointed because it definitely. You know, hopefully the guys that came back, it won't take away from them enjoying their teammates and stuff. But obviously it takes away from the day. You know, not playing better. But certainly, you know, we'll be there tonight and have a good attitude and enjoy the camaraderie of all the guys coming back.
All right, thanks, Coach.